Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's Tuesday. Tuesday's request day. Today's map was requested by the creator and I am so glad they did. This is a map that would be very easily overlooked and to our sins if we had. To our sins if we had. It is quality through and through, and those of you that like vanilla maps, well, it is 100% vanilla. The only thing non-vanilla about today's map will be the realistic 1.2 LUT. It's just quality. It's not going to be a bumpy ride. It's going to be a nice, smooth, crystal clear ride through some nice vanilla terrain. For that, you should like it. And while you're liking it, why not like the channel as well by clicking that like button. Thanks very much for your ongoing support. Right, today's map is NALOVEIA Vanilla Map by Yangzilata. What a great name Yangzilata is. It makes me feel hungry for some reason. Why? Don't know. Anyway, let's have a look at the start square. Very hard to make out what's really going on in the start square, but let's just say very fun intersections today, very fun ones. Terrain heights look like this. It's a bay based on a real-life location. There's your resources. Today's real-life location is actually one of the most southern tips of Australia, down in Tasmania. You don't get much more south than this location. The fishing industry looks like this. Of course, it is just a location for inspiration rather than actual recreation. We'll be using mass transit today. You do need mass transit for today's map. Well, it is vanilla, but you do need mass transit DLC. But nothing off of the workshop at all. We've got a nice little description here that tells you everything that you need to know about the map. We'll be using the vanilla temperate theme, the realistic 1.2 LUT, and if anything, that's the worst thing about the map. Yep, the vanilla theme is the worst thing about the map. Right, let's follow it along, and I'm just going to show you the quality. First of all, right on the edge of the map, look at this. Okay, these roads are not aligned, they're not parallel, but look, perfect, absolutely perfect. We've got one that's going to go into a tunnel, and that's fine because it's been done perfectly. The other one is going to be elevated outside of the tunnel, and that's all done perfectly as well. It's just very tidy. The highway comes down to ground level for just long enough, like here as well, just long enough before it goes elevated again. It's very slick. We've got a potential start location over here with a nice, interesting little start square intersection. It's just an interesting little start square, just enough to get you started. Nothing massively exciting about it. It's just what it needs to be. We've got plenty of excitement to come later with intersections, I promise you. We've got a tunnel that goes through a big old hill here. Do you like a big old hill? And down here, you can see we emerge. Look how slick. Perfect. Simple. Yeah, looks very simple. Not as simple as you look. As you look. Not as simple as you look. Not as simple as I look either. Look at this. Elevated on this side of the highway. And flat terrain on this side of the highway, ground level. And nothing really in the way of glitchiness between. It's thinking about it, but it doesn't glitch. Very nice. Highways head off over there. Again, not parallel, not perfect, and yet still perfect. And then over here, we've got another potential start location. This one I'm going to call the Wailing Woman roundabout. First of all, also look at the lane maths here. 4 into 5 is fine. 5 into 4 is fine. That sort of quantity of lanes works fine. There's your Wailing Woman. She's got the weirdest boobs I've ever seen. Anyway, we'll keep going. We'll keep going past the Wailing Woman. It's probably not the weirdest of the intersections today either. Again, might be weird, but perfect. Just perfect. This is your pièce de résistance. This is the main intersection, not the start square intersection, but right next to it. This will handle any amount of traffic you throw at it. There are no pillars in the roads. All the ramp slopes are perfectly perfect. There's no glitching. There's no tweaking. It's just spot on. Now, if I'm going to have one minor observation about this, I wouldn't say complaint, observation. lane mathematics on here. Like we have 2 lanes going into 4, 4 lanes going into 2. The whole intersection is still perfect. It could be, technically speaking, a little more perfect with the lane mathematics. And I think that is your one detailing error on the whole map that you're going to... Any more detailing issues and I will have to dock a star. But that's the only thing I can find with the whole map. This I don't understand, but I don't have a problem with. I don't understand why we have sound barriers down here, but it's clearly an aesthetic choice. I think it looks quite interesting there, and I'll give credit for it. So yeah, I don't understand it though. Then we have what I'm going to call the Minnie Mouse intersection. This is a start square location intersection, not intersection, junction. Anyway, this is it's also the creepy bug. I'm not sure if it's a Minnie Mouse or a creepy bug, but one or the other. Again, I like what I see. And then we'll go back to that main intersection and just head through here with the frontage roads and stuff, and through to the start square. This is where it's all going to happen. This is your start square intersection with the road heading off into that location over there, which is where we're going to go. But also this bit of this intersection over here is also in the start square. So plenty of options. Also, we've even got a handy little rail station in place as well. Anyway, we're right on spot now, which means that the Minimalistic Modern House DL4 by Pixel Monster can be our focus of the day. Better than that, it can be our asset of the day. Minimalistic through and through. Pixel Monster has got this one right on point. I think I've dropped my book, my Factoids book, because you know Factoids because Factoids, don't you? You do know that one. Factoids because Factoids. The islands of... Yeah, let's read that again. The islands of Langerhans are very unlikely to be featured in What's Map. I would say never, but very unlikely. Because they're not so much a holiday resort, but a group of cells situated in the pancreas. Not some pancreas, nope, in the pancreas. Anyway, thank you very much for that factoid book. Factoids because Factoids. And the Minimalistic Modern House DL4 by Pixel Monster. They're doing a great set of these, and I think, again, they've got it right on point. Thanks very much for that, Pixel Monster. Back to the map. And back to... We could follow the highways, actually. We could, but I feel that you're just going to see more of the same, and we'll have a look at some of them a bit later on as well. Perfect bridge going over there. I feel, though, it's now time to move across to the rail. I think we should do that. Because the rail... Now, have a little look at that ditch there. That ditch with a tree line along it is to indicate that's where a station would go. Of course, you can just delete it. I don't want a station there. Delete it. It's fine. But it's a good spot for a station. You'll see a number of those potential station locations. Locations. Oh, I like it. Later on as we go along. We go underground here. Again, the rail is just on point, as you would expect here. We come back over ground. The rail emerges just long enough for a sunken station. Look at that, a sunken station. Very neat. Back underground there, and then these two lines will merge up. Also, there's a station coming in from the opposite direction as well. So just on the left there. But we'll follow this line. This line emerges over here. Double line actually emerges over here. Then it gets nice and neat and tidy here. Look at this. Look at this. This is just beautiful. All the ramps are believable as well. Everything's just merging beautifully. We'll head off that way in a moment because I think we should just head off down here because we have another little station location right there. I like that idea. I really do like that idea. And a terminus down there by what could be the harbour. Following on. Simple vanilla detailing as well, just to add a little bit of interest here and there. The rail nips through another tunnel here. Drop the mouse again. I think I need a new battery in the mouse, or possibly a new mouse. Maybe. I've been using this one for a long time. I should treat myself to a new mouse. Another station location right here, then elevated immediately afterwards. That's going to look really good aesthetically once the city is built there. And then over here we have like what would be an industrial area with everybody's favourite factory. Loads of sidings done really nicely together, and loads of and look, no catenary chaos. I mean, clearly lots of wires cutting across each other, but no pillars in the rail lines. Little nod to that, you see. Little things like that can easily be ignored when they're not there. Another station location there, and a little tunnel through here, and then another station location right there. You know what? There's lots of station locations. There are. We got the 2 lines. One nips through a tunnel here. The whole thing is intricate and perfectly done, even if it's not the most beautiful map in the world.
Don't be shy, 'cause I think you're beautiful, and I won't let you forget it. Don't be late, but I'll wait, and life won't bring you down too far, 'cause I just won't let it.
And a quick shout out to all the BonBonB buddies over on Patreon already. Thank you very much, guys. Shipping routes, there you go. You've got one. Happy with that? What do you mean no? Okay. Shipping routes. There's one. Happy with that? Yeah? Yeah? No? Oh, you're so greedy. Shipping routes. Couple of main shipping routes coming into the harbour. This one peels off to the left and goes up and into this part of the harbour, so you can cover everything in there. And then this one comes all the way up here, past the Black Lodge, and dead ends right there. Okay, happy? Good, I'm so glad. Water flow, if you need water flow in your map for your sewage takeaways, there is water flow through the start square into the main bay area, but it is edge of map water flow. So that bay area, there might be a bit of pollution accruing there, but you kind of expect it in a bay area, don't you? A little bit of pollution, maybe, a little bit. You should be okay though. There's enough water in there to be able to disperse it. Okay, let's have a little look around the rest of the map. We've got a few little discovery areas, like this little area down here. You can have a little touristy area down there, I guess. All the vanilla trees. I've got to say, I don't feel the vanilla theme does this map any justice whatsoever. Probably needs to go over it with a smoothing tool to really bring out the best of the map, and that is probably my biggest grumble, really. The vanilla theme really holds this map back. Yeah, it's a vanilla map, so it's also what makes it stand out, because it's vanilla, you know. We've got good tree coverage. We've got some good hills. We've got this little stream, mountainy type stream comes down here. This is one of those impossible streams that there's probably an underground river or something like that that takes the water out of this lake, but this lake will never overflow because there's a spawn point in it. Yeah, I'm not sure where the water from that is supposed to go, but we'll pretend there's an underground river that takes it out into the bay. That makes some kind of sense, doesn't it, I feel? Then, what else have we got? You know what, we can go back to the highways. I did say we could look at some more highways. I know that you were disappointed when I pulled you away from the highways, so we'll go back to the highways, shall we? So we've got a little intersection-y type thing going on there. It only goes in one direction, but that's not a big problem because there are plenty of other options already in place on the map. Another big old tunnel coming through here. Slick intersection coming on here. Look at this. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Right by the station as well, so small town going on there maybe. Probably. That's exactly where I'd be doing. And we meet up with the edge of the map in this intersection, but we're not going to stop here because we have one more treat to come. Again, not perfectly aligned highways, and yet perfectly done. That's the toughest thing. Parallel road tool is one thing. Getting highways just to drift away from each other and come back together in a believable manner, that is a real skill. Road over rail bridge, I like that. That was very neat indeed. Another potential start location going on here, but we're still not done. I did promise you one more treat, and the treat is coming. So what we got here is setting ourselves up for the tunnel. to come through the tunnel onto the big old bridge, because we've got to have a big old bridge. National road to the big old bridge. Big old bridge takes us across to the island. Now, if I can have a minor grumble about the island, on the map that's got perfect networking, I feel that we got a little bit too much networking in place on the island. I'd probably do away with some of that. That road does carry on though. It emerges over here and then emerges over there and then just follows off around the coast and joins back up with more or less where we started. So we can do a full loop of the bay, which is very neat. But yeah, it feels bad grumbling that I do feel that there's just a bit too much on there. What's there is perfect, but I just think it's possibly a bit too much. Possibly. Anyway, what do you think of the map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewers' Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Click the I button in the top right hand corner of your screen now. You'll take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. I know there have been some login issues just lately. I'm sorry about that. We can always set up a free Patreon account and that will guarantee you your free vote. And over to the voting page. Well, first of all, aesthetically, right, okay. At first glance, I feel this is a high 3-star map. But the overall design of the map has to be taken into consideration. I think it's been a very, very good choice of spots down in Tasmania without making it a Tasmanian type build. So I'm going to give it a low 4. It looks like a 3, but I feel it's a low 4. Detailing, on the whole, excellent. Followed up by excellent. There's a couple of things that I feel could be amended, but I still don't feel that they take it's not a flaw. It's 5 stars. Gameplay potential, I could play this all day. I could. The only thing I'd change is the theme. I'd get a theme in. It's 5 stars. 5 stars. Gotta do it. 4, 5 and 5 for NALOVEIA Vanilla Map by yangzilata. Yangzilata. Get it out, BonBon. It gets the BonBonB seal of approval. Don't need to think about that at all. Wow. What a map. What vanilla maps, they don't come much better than that, do they? Let's face it, they don't. Regular maps, custom maps, they don't come any better than that, do they? Anyway, if you're still here, you're part of the 20 and out elite. I digress. You're part of the 20 and out elite. Use the word of the day in the comments for your 100 population points, just for fun. Keep your own scores and keep it all a secret. It's our secret society.